I got the Discord notification. Oh God, what have we done?
All right. Assuming it's don't worry. Wait for it. All right. Oh, there, I can hear my voice. Hey, everybody. Aldebaran Lover loves the Fwan dogs. Don't we all? You're going to be seeing a lot more of them Fwan dogs soon, believe me. All right. Welcome to Nga, everyone, for yet another Nga stream. Today, I am joined by a lovely, I'm tripping up on my words already. This isn't a good sign. A lovely ngatron of mine, Skyler, or Sky. So, go on, introduce yourself to the people, Sky.
So you know when you ask people what's up and they say this guy, like every time that happens, I get added in Discord. So please stop doing that. Just say like what's up and like what's actually up. Just tell them how your day is. Don't make a stupid pun.
There you go. They're very wise words right there. All right, so allow me to present the concept of today's stream. So we're going to be going over just the general Conlang brainstorming process. We're gonna go over some things. We're gonna banter off of each other, chill, have a good time, meme around, hopefully come out with some coherent strategies and ideas and even results for the basics of a conlang. Obviously, as I have done like the conlang speed run, oh god, I just shook the whole desk. I've done the conlang speed run, I've done like, the guide to phonology creation and all that stuff. I figured it would be nice to kind of just go over some things, and this is actually Skyler's idea. So, yeah, you ready? You ready to do some things?
Why, yes, I am.
Let me look at some of these comments real quick first. We got some good ones. Let's see what we got here. Oh god. When will Agma talk about the Abagida for AutoJune? Oh my god. Soon. It'll happen soon. Yeah, no, the Jotarang system, I'll make a video on it. I just haven't done it yet because I don't have that one memorized entirely yet. It'll happen. Yes. Skyler Tyler Onceler Muncher. I think that's a solid nickname. Personally,
Tyler Onceler Muncher.
Personally, I think the sky is inward, not up. Oh God, you're believing in that the inside of the hollow Earth theory, where you can just like look up into the telescope and then the stars are actually just cities on the other side of the world. Yeah, that.
Sounds legit.
Yeah, exactly. Like it doesn't get any better than that. The sky is a cold blanket, a cold layer that covers the hot baked potato. Yes, you are correct. All right, so where shall we start, Skyler? What is your conlang experience?
Well, usually I kind of come up with a general set of ideas for like the broad spectrum of like what I can focus in on later. So like, I mean, if you take like the language of English, lots of sounds, kind of, very, it's like a strange mix between German and French. And there's lots of simplicity in certain areas, but lots of complexity in others. But usually I tend to focus at the beginning on the typical conlang structural thing. Like you set a couple goals and then you make a phonology.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And then after that, we move on to some grammar content, right? Have you ever tried like the conlang speed run?
I feel like I don't know enough to effectively do something that fits within the actual guidelines of the conlang speedrun. I feel like I would just break the rules and be like, this is more interesting.
I see. I mean, that is sometimes a way of making it happen, and we'll see. So first, let's in this hypothetical in this hypothetical language that we're working on, what kind of vibes are we looking for here? What should we look for? A few natural languages. That's usually how I do it. I usually think like, all right, let's merge like, I don't know, French and Russian, or like Hawaiian and Navajo, or something like that. And then we can look into that.
Hawaiian and Navajo sounds so cursed.
You want to do Hawaiian and Navajo?
I don't know enough about either to effectively do it, but
all right.
Just the sounds. Oh my god.
I think that could be a good basis of where we could start our vibe inspiration. So on our sheet, I'm gonna write some vibe inspiration, and this is a kind of how I generally do it. Oh hey, Eden's here. How's it going, Eden? Haven't heard from you in a while. So we'll do for Hawaiian plus Navajo Phonology. Any third one you want to mix in there?
Something very European.
Oh god.
Like something like oddly European, like Basque or something.
Oh my god. You want to incorporate a little bit of Basque phonology in there? All right.
We could also do something. I think it would be fun because it's very conflicting. Like Hawaiian and Navajo have a lot of vowels, you know. Like Hawaiian is CV, so
yeah.
I feel like Hawaiian and Navajo would merge pretty smoothly in certain ways. But if you add Georgian in there, that's just a lot of consonants.
Oh
so,
god, Georgian. Oh god.
Maybe it started off as like a CV language, but it just became a CCCCV.
Oh my god.
You know?
Okay, I'll take some of that. We'll do Georgian phonotactics mixed in with this. So so there's a good starting point right there. Right? So now it's time to go and look at some of those phonologies a little bit. Now, well, what I usually do is I look at them a little bit, but in order to make things more original, I kind of look at like the certain aspects that make them stand out with each other, and then kind of choose parts of those and then mash it together into a lovely little monstrosity,
Yes.
Oh god. Swiss German seems like a true European candidate. That is true. That's like the very center of Europe right there. What about tones? We could think about some tones. Oh god.
Navajo's tones are insane.
Yeah, Navajo's got the tones. Right?
Yeah.
It's just a really weird tone system. So we could make
I'm not sure I would want to go that far with it because tones are not very my strong suit.
Yeah. We could
but
do
we can definitely incorporate some simpler tones for sure.
A simplified version. Or maybe we can make the tones themselves inspired by like the way like those quasi tones in like Swedish work. Where there's just, it's technically like a two-tone system, but it's really barely that. It's weird. Korean phonology for the funky munchies. Oh god. All right. So usually when I'm looking up like phonologies, I usually just go to Wikipedia, and then
I've got all 4 Wikipedia pages open. So.
Oh, nice. So if you go to like their pages, like I'm gonna go to Hawaiian Phonology, and then we're gonna open that up, and we go down. And there's the classic consonant chart. Obviously, Hawaiian has as an Austronesian language, it's got a really tiny consonant inventory, including my favorite part, the allophonic blending from ta to ka. That's like
Gee, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yup. That's like my favorite part of the Hawaiian phonology right there. It's so good. Oh god. What a Gemsy just mentioned the 125 possible tone combinations with Mandarin. Not today. That's
At that point, you could just do a purely tonal language. You don't even need the consonants.
Yeah, exactly. Just like kind of like Santa, with it just being God. Okay, so we have a basis here. Now I think it should have something along the lines of like the cursed ta to ka allophony in its phonology. So on the doc, I'm going to start putting together a consonant table, right?
Okay.
So we're going to make our little consonant charts, and it's not going to necessarily be pretty. It probably will not be pretty. And we can add.
I am not a chart maker. I do all my charts on paper, so I don't really know how to do it with sheets.
I see. I'm gonna start this out with like my default robotic filling out of the table. You go like bilabial, labiodental. I'm doing the columns in the wrong spot though. There we go. Bilabial. I'm a pro. Labiodental. I mean that would be a funny way to just do it the whole time and like not even mention that I'm doing it sideways. Like, what are you talking about? This is what I went to school for. I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, just gaslight the entire.
Oh my god. I don't think we'll need dental, but I usually just put that there anyway. Velar, palatal, velar. And then uvular, if we're going to get that far. And then I don't think we're going to be needing any pharyngeal, so I'm just going to skip to glottal for now. And then we're going to do plosive. I usually just put affricate in second place, because why not? And then we're going to do, how about...
You've angered the Conlang gods by messing with the chart.
I know. the gods. they're so they're going to smite me at this point. It has been pretty stormy.
They're just looking down on you, shaking their heads while with their arms crossed, tapping their foot.
Yeah. I mean,
finger wagging you.
At this point, after everything I've done, I wouldn't be surprised if my time has come, you know. Oh god. Zikuza says maybe pataka allophony.
Oh,
oh no. Oh no. I don't know how cursed you want to make this or legit you want to make this during this one, but that would be...
I was hoping to make something actually functionally speakable.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe we'll keep it to the Hawaiian. That's a pretty thick stretch right there already. I don't know if any language has just every plosive is just a single phoneme and to just put together. That would be an interesting concept though. That would be a really interesting concept. We'll have to think of that.
Yeah, because honestly, plosives are probably the most useful sounds outside of vowels. So.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, so we're going to include some good old ma, na, obviously. We're going to merge this cell right here, and we're going to center it and create a cute little ta to ka allophony right there. Right, because this is a Hawaiian simulator. Gonna copy and paste the old glottal stop because I don't feel like pulling up any special keyboards yet.
Just put an apostrophe, man.
No, never. God. Oh no, pa and ta, and then ka pa. Oh, that would hurt.
Oh my god.
Oh god. Okay. What does the rest of it look like? So Hawaiian.
There's
yeah.
Ma, pa, t, and tk. The glottal stop.
Mm-hmm.
There's h, and then wa, va are allophones, and la and a are allophones. I don't know if we want to keep the allophony for WVLR, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that might not be necessary, especially considering what we're going to look at in the other phonologies.
Yeah.
You know, we could consider it, but I think just one weird one like Hawaiian right there is probably a good enough quirk right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we'll try and keep the consonant inventory relatively small, but also with, of course, our elements of Navajo and stuff. So let's go look at the Navajo phonology real quick.
Alrighty.
All right. And there we go. So Navajo's got a bigger phonology. Of course, it is because of their series of unaspirated, aspirated, and ejective affricates and stops. It's interesting. It's a very interesting one. They also have glottalized varieties of ma and na. They're not really phonemes, like some people consider them to be in certain dialects, but other dialects don't have it. It's interesting. Well, one of my friends from ASU, she was from a region of the Navajo Nation where they still did have like an actual phonemic distinction between the glottalized nasals and the non-glottalized nasals. It's pretty interesting.
What would a glottalized nasal sound like? Is that just an ejective nasal, pretty much?
Not really, and I know this because of hyperformal, which is still in progress right now.
Yeah.
There is a difference, and it just involves the way you open up and pulse your throat while you're performing a normal nasal. So it would be like the difference between ma and ba, basically.
Mm.
Ba. I'm doing it wrong right now. It's almost coming out as like a glottalized ba because of the force I'm putting on myself, but it's something like that. It's weird, but it is a thing. Yeah, ba, ma, ma. Yeah, ejective nasals. That is also a thing. Very rare, but it is a thing. Hello, people and non-people. I've arrived. Welcome, MB. All right. So, as you can see from the Navajo Phonology, right, we do have the series of unaspirated, aspirated, and ejective. We also have more fricatives. In fact, like just fricatives in general. We have like the ha distinction, also labialized versions. Now, if we're trying to keep the phonology small, we're probably only going to want to take certain elements from this and pull it into our language's vibe.
I think that we could definitely use the adjectives.
All right.
Because I think that fits since we already have the glottal stop.
I agree. That would be nice. That would be nice. I think we could do adjective. I'll add that as a line on there on our chart, and then it might be interesting to include like a lateral fricative, like shla or something in there.
Yeah, love that.
Like a shla la. Interesting. Yeah, I like the distinction that they have in the continuance instead of just making like a normal fricative section. At least on the chart that I'm looking at, they have the fricatives divided into fortis continuance and lenis continuance. It's fascinating how they make like an even distinction to create a difference between la and shla. It's a weird one. You don't see many charts that do that.
Yeah, definitely not.
And I'm not going to do that because we're not worrying about that right now. So I'm going to create another row down here, and we're going to create an adjective plosive series, or I'll just call it adjectives in general, so we don't have to have two lines if we include any affricates in there, right?
Yeah.
So I think we'll definitely include pa, because that is in both of these as well, right?
Yeah.
Aldebron Lover says, maybe. Oh my god.
Nice.
And Maniac says, maybe you should add some more laterals. There are a couple laterals in Navajo that we can include. We can also add in the voiced one if we wanted to, but...
Yeah, we could do ja. Ja is a nice sound that doesn't get used that often.
Yeah, exactly. It's in Auto-June.
Props.
All right, so you want to do like an adjective P, like a
I think that that's necessary. Yeah.
Nice. We'll do that. And then do you want to do an allophonic ta to ka ejective as well?
Part of me really wants the adjectives to not be allophonic.
Yeah, that is totally fair. That is totally fair. We could have just like a classic ta and then a ka. Just like that. The glottal but no. Nightmare. So right, as you can see, there's also the kla, the oh god, I have a hard time doing that one.
I've actually used the adjective lateral affricate before.
Oh yeah, very nice.
You do get used to it.
All right, I guess we'll do it then. Where are we gonna put it? I'm just gonna put it here in the. No, I am gonna create another row. Why not? Come on. Let me create a no, not above. I want it below. Whatever. There we go. Okay. You can go there. And then this will be an ejective affricate. Alright. And we're just going to put it right there, because why not? And I'm going to center this whole thing, because why not? There we go. Aesthetique. Oh no. A sh to a allophony. I don't even know how that would work.
That's just pure nonsense.
That would just be that's pure agony right there. Just do the entire
okay, so
IP.
imagine if you have the adjective affricate but instead of you just go what the hell is that, bro?
Oh yeah, that's that's just how I like doing it, just oh my god. All right, so we're going to have a lot like the shla. We can do a shla as well. Do you want to do also a la, like just a normal L?
Yeah, we can do that.
All right, we'll do a classic la in there. Why didn't you go centered? There we go. Yeah. It's an artistic choice. Oh my god. It could develop if hla originally goes to ha, and then in those environments H turns to glottal stop, turns to Oh no. Oh,
I don't want to hear you guys rationalizing this nonsense.
It's a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare. God. Okay. So, this phonology is starting to look more rounded out now. All right. Do we want to include H in here? Just ha.
I think that can just be like either hla or the glottal stop. I don't think we need it.
Okay. We'll keep that. You can make it allophonic with hla. No, we're not doing that. Not right now. The pain. Okay, cool. Now, our last one. What was our other one? Basque. What does Basque look like for any added flair? All right. Okay. So Basque.
Hold on, I'm not finding the phonology on the Wikipedia page.
There's a whole page. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Ooh, yay! 2 of these languages use the 5-vowel system.
Yep, that's convenient. That's very convenient.
That is convenient.
Cuff. No, H is cringe. Cuff for the win. This is very true. I do that in a lot of languages.
If we can, I mean, we can use ch,
We could. Cause do we have it in here? Oh God. That's an interesting allophony right here in Basque, with the letter J goes between ya and cha. Interesting. Wow.
Yeah, that's. I mean, in like Spanish dialects, because I know the languages are like kind of related history wise, but
they sat next to each other for a while.
Yeah, in Spanish dialects, you have like ya, and ja, like depending on what dialect you're speaking.
Yeah. Oh, I'm aware. We studied that a lot during my Spanish linguistics. That was it was an interesting time looking between the regions that did yeismo versus jaismo versus shaismo, all that stuff.
Yeah, it's weird because like the Spanish that I learned in high school was Mexican Spanish, and then my teacher for college now is he's from Brazil, but he learned Argentinian Spanish.
Okay.
So it's definitely interesting.
So he looks at an onion and says cebolla.
Yeah.
Oh, that's always fun. Arizona Spanish is like really easy compared to the other Spanishes. They don't even like trill their R's anymore. It's like butt and dog are like the same word now. It's
that's hilarious.
Yeah. But anyway, So, oh, interesting. They use TX for cha.
Yeah, I actually really like the X for sh, because I mean I'm biased because Spanish, but
Yeah, that makes sense. I do. There is one civilization in the Dog Days world as well called Showmill, and the show is spelled with an X. So I appreciate that vibe. I appreciate that vibe quite a bit at times. Maybe we could do that for like the romanization somehow if we could find a way to incorporate it. We'll see.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. So, is there anything specific that we want to incorporate from Basque phonology in here? Now, they
Are we going to use erotic?
Oh God, I don't know, because Navajo very much does not have rhotics. It is very much a la and hla kind of language. And Hawaiian has la and ra as allophones of the same phoneme. So if we made a distinguishment here, that would be explicitly Basque, but I feel like it would take away from some very standout Hawaiian and Navajo sound aspects.
Yeah, I get you. I think we can go without it.
Yeah.
I am intrigued by f. I'm very intrigued by that. I think that would fit the phonesthetic nicely.
Okay, I could see that, yeah, because it also, to go along with the rest of them so far not having voice distinctions, fa could be a fricative in there that does not follow those voice distinctions. So let me add at least an F onto here for now. Alright, so we got a fa. Alright, unless you want to include any of the laminodental sounds that are included in Basque, I think we can get rid of the dental column on the chart.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Unless we just want to randomly throw in the dental fricative.
Oh God, I think I'm good personally. I feel like that might throw off a little bit of our Hawaiian and Navajo vibes.
Yeah.
Oh God. All right.
That's definitely one of my favorite phonemes.
Yeah, it is mine too. When I did the tier list, I put both the and the into the S tier. I'm pretty sure. Oh no.
We may be biased as English speakers, but I do not care.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit, but whatever. It's just a fun moment when you see another language that also has it. It's like, hey, the club.
Yeah.
Phoneme. I muy bim voco says use a rhotic in several sets of quotation marks, but make it. Oh no! Is that the labiodental tap, and then all the way back to the velar lateral as allophones of the same phoneme? Oh God. Disturbing.
I got maybe like 10% of what you just said, dude.
I'm looking at I muy be movoco's comment in the live chat. it's
what is it with commenters and having undecipherable names?
I wonder. We make our names to the finest. What do they call it? Some kind of wine term. I don't know. Aged like a fine wine. There you go. Whatever. There you go. And then a balanced orthography in between chaotic spelling and completely structured spelling, just like the languages we're trying to emulate. That's most likely how it's going to turn out. That is most likely how it's about to turn out. Like I like the X being used. Perhaps in this situation, with our current phonology, the X could be used for hla or something to distinguish it from
Ooh.
L. That might be something special, right?
It's definitely special.
Exactly. So, now,
do we want do we want ta and cha? Do we want those?
Let's see.
I'm thinking maybe if we're not gonna use sa or sha, then we don't need them.
So tsa and cha. I'm thinking. So if we only have our only affricate is currently an adjective affricate, so we probably should have a cha in there, right? Or a tsa, or both. I think that would probably fit in rather well.
But are we gonna have the non-affricate equivalents? Because
Well,
I mean, if we wanted to keep things simple, we could just use tla as a non-adjective, just basic tla.
we could do that. We could indeed do that because we already have our adjective series of the consonants there. So if we do that, then that will make our system a little bit easier, right? So so now we're looking at a basic tla, right? And if we have tla, then I mean that should be enough, right? Because we don't want this phonology to get too big.
Yeah, let me take a look at the whole thing because it's like half of my screen right now.
Yeah.
So we've got pa, taka, ta, ka, and then glottal stop, tla, fa, tla, ma, na, la. I think that's a good phonology for consonants at least.
Yeah. All right. Let me get rid of the uvular category. We don't need that. Let's see. Anybody else?
Hey, it fits on half of my screen. That's convenient.
Look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I feel left out because of my easy to pronounce username. I don't know what you're talking about. Aptine Uleif. That one's pretty tough to me.
My username is literally just my name, so I think you guys win the complexity.
I know a lot of people have at least my parents had trouble pronouncing Agma Schwa the first time that they read it. That they were like, Agma Schwa? I'm like I'm like, no, not the Agma Chihuahua. Agma Schwa. Alright, so here's our phonology. Well, our consonants at least. Vowels, should we go with a 5-vowel system? Or should we, what is, let me take a look at Navajo's vowels real quick. Because I think they do have a slight distinction in there.
They've got E, allophone with I, which is interesting. And then o, and then all. I think that's what that is.
Oh yeah, because they have the nasalized distinction, and they have like a front and back distinction. Yeah, so Navajo's got a lot.
They've got a 4-vowel system essentially with
a lot of allophones. Right? Yeah.
Do we want to keep the nasality? Because that's a little tough for me.
So nasality in a language with only 2 nasal consonants. I mean, I guess Navajo did the same thing. We could, but we might have enough on our plates with the tone system.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. So, if we're going to make a little vowel chart, I'll put the vowel chart right below it. Right? And then, okay. We're going to do our height, our high, mid, low, and then we're going to do our front, central, and back. There we go. We can call, I'm gonna write this out nice and basic at first. Okay, so there we go. So we have some vowels right there. That's like the normal 5 vowel system that I just wrote down.
Right.
So now we could do nasalization. We could do like a two-tone distinction. We could do, I mean, there's also length and all that. Again, Navajo has like all of those things. Navajo like puts all of its language tokens on like the different ways of doing vowels, and then the rhythm, like it's wild. But yeah, I think we might be good just doing like a two-tone distinction or something for now.
Yeah.
So now the question is, how shall we write that? Now I know there's like the IPA symbols for each of the tones, but I usually don't like to do those because they're ugly. So I usually I'm going to open up a site. I'll send you a link to it. My favorite little IPA keyboard typer. Right? Which, got the whole thing on there. All right.
Oh wow, that's so convenient.
It is super convenient. It's extremely convenient. Yeah, for any of you guys in the audience who haven't used this website yet, one of you recommended it to me, so I'm sure most of you do know it. But it's internationalphoneticalphabet.org/html-ipa-keyboard-v1/keyboard. I know, extremely practical getting to it, But
and if you guys didn't get that, just let us know, and we'll repeat it as many times.
Yeah. Well, we'll be like a radio ad, like that's 602-222 foam, like over and over again. Oh my god.
Learning Row can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Learner and Row is the way to go. Call 977-1900. There's so many cursed phone jingles. Stanley Steamer, your carpet.
Yeah, 1-800-588-2300
Empire today. What a nightmare! What an absolute nightmare! Oh God,
do they even run anymore?
I don't know. I haven't watched cable in like 3 years now.
Yeah.
Oh God, what do we have here? I muy bimivoko again says, Lamau, I have a WIP Slavic Conlang where I did the g to h thing, but then I did a rhinoglotophilia and it's now. Oh God. That's a good one. That's a good one. I like that. I like that a lot. But not for this. Not today. We're straying far away from uvulars. All right.
Great suggestion. No.
Counterpoint, your mother.
Yes, that was a great 360 no scope, but are you aware of the intimate relations I had with your mother late last Tuesday Eve?
No. Okay, anyway, let's so we got a few tone markers down here that we can apply to our vowels. Now, should we make this a distinction of just like high versus non-high? We could do falling versus non-falling, or we can make them an explicit binary of like high like rising versus falling, high versus low. There's a few choices. There's a few choices that we could go through.
Rising falling sounds pretty easy to get a grasp of, or high and low. It's pretty like keeping it simple. I think those are our two best options.
Yeah, we could even have those concepts kind of blend together since there's only two possibilities, you know?
Right.
So I think for the rising/high, I'm going to use an acute. So I'm going to write down all the vowels on the little typer thingy, and then I'm going to apply acutes to each one of them, just to fit that sweet, sweet aesthetic. And there they are. Right, I'm actually going to paste that over here. And we're going to say rising/high tone for those. All right, and then we have a choice of leaving the low or /falling tones unmarked, or putting like a grave or something on them. I think I like seeing unmarked vowels, like, aesthetically. Personally, I don't know about you.
I mean, that works for sure. As long as one of them is marked, then I think it's intuitive enough for the other to not be.
Yeah, it hypothetically should be. So we will call the falling/low tone as just a basic a, e, I, o, u. Okay. And now we wanted to incorporate some Georgian phonotactics.
Beautiful.
So this is where it's gonna get especially juicy. Now we can look it up real quick and look at what Georgian's actual phonotactics look like, or we could just I think we should look at it, but then create our own cursed extension to whatever it is, to make it fit with, like, the current phonology that we have.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know
because
why.
Georgian sounds are very different.
Yeah, so we're gonna go to Georgian has a lot of interesting sounds. I'm looking at their phonology page right now. Now I want to go to Georgian's consonant clusters.
Tkovreba. Brera. Why do they have a uvular adjective? It's Kali. Kali.
Oh, no.
And then of course there's Gvpartskvni.
Yeah.
And Vrtneli.
Yep.
Vernelli. That's so... God, that's beautiful. I love it.
Don't forget and Vernelli.
Who could forget such memorable titles?
So it looks like that is an extremely thick cluster there. I don't think we want to go as thick as Georgian, but thick is still the name of the game here, right?
I think we could do, like, I think 3 would be like 3 consonants would be a base. Like, that's a pretty high amount.
That I agree with. So we're going to write this down below the vowels. Now we're going to have... Should we allow... No, we probably shouldn't allow diphthongs if we have, like, the tones in them.
I think to keep it simple, we shouldn't.
Yeah. And then should we allow syllable final consonant clusters as well? Or should that maybe be, like, just one extra consonant after the vowel? Because
I think probably like CCC, VC. I think that would work.
Cool. All right, so we have our CCC, VC right there. I like to put things into parentheses to, like, show which things are
necessary.
Yeah, which things are necessary and which things aren't. Right? So
yeah.
in that case, we're going to need a few sets of parentheses here. Beep, beep, beep. Just like that. And then just like that. So there's our consonant system right there. Now, we have a few different consonants that might be difficult to... hang on a second. We have a few consonants that might be difficult to, including clusters with each other. So, there's Babalingua. Hey, Babalingua. Oh, God. CV. CV, but V is always a syllabic consonant. that vowel system we have written down there, that's just for fun. That's just for show.
Just to confuse new learners.
Exactly. You teach them all those things.
They're only in loan words, but the tones are still necessary.
Oh, and there's a message from Mars too. Hey Mars, how's it going? Or Maz, as you say in an Australian way. You want to send your cursed Conlang stuff? You should DM it to me. I'll take a look at what you got so far. Anyway. Oh god. Vietnamese has triphthongs and tones? Oh no. Oh no. Not today. Not today. Okay, so
we must stay focused, brothers.
Focus, my brothers. So usually what I do whenever we have like probably some logical restrictions that are going to have to happen to our consonants that appear in these clusters is I'll either give them different letter symbols in the syllable structure formula, or I'll just label them as like C1, C2, and C3, and then define the each one of them.
The parameters for which one, yeah.
Yeah. So like C1 can most likely be literally all of them because, why would it be anything else, So like C1 would be all consonants. Hooray. And then we can think about banning certain consonants word initially later, but right now I'm working on, I think there's probably some complications that are going to go into C2 and C3. Alright?
Yeah.
So, now imagine we have, like, any consonant is happening. We can have, like, pa or we can have our ta, ka allophony. We could have kla, hla, nala. Now, I feel like it would be most likely for C2 to contain, like, fricatives and nasals, maybe. Because it might be a bit of a challenge going immediately from a pa to a It's like you're starting out. It's like geminated. It just turns it into a geminated adjective and stuff like that. Which, I mean, it is possible. That is something that we could do. But I don't know how aesthetic that would be. I don't think that would really match up with any of them. Comic Sans. Oh yeah, I do have the YouTube live chat written in Comic Sans. Forgot about that. Okay, so we shall restrict C2 to be just like fa, hla, mana, la, probably.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. I'm just gonna write that down with an X for now. Yeah. Alright. There's those. And then C3, the final consonant before unveiling the vowel. So imagine we've gotten a pma, we gotten a fna, fla, tkla. Those are some juicy combinations right there.
We could do yeah.
I see. So, okay, yeah. So maybe in this situation, it could be fricatives plus adjectives put together. Could be like the C3 territory or something like that. Or
Yeah, that's about right.
yeah, why not?
Oh God.
Absolutely beautiful. And then we'll do
Hey, when is a real life nation gonna make this their official language?
Not soon enough. Not soon enough. We're gonna have to start campaigning. You know, just like Dreg is trying to become the mayor of Ottawa, we got to take power in our local communities just to make this the official language.
I think we should also make it a point to not have any consonants, like in C2 or C3 or C1, like repeat immediately.
Yeah,
like
that makes sense.
Not like you wouldn't have PFF. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So we could just specify like no repeats, which we can input once we go to the word generator in a second.
Ooh, lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Oh, it's gonna be very fun. Oh, it's gonna be real.
I've never actually used one of those word generators. I just kind of come up with whatever sounds good.
Oh, seriously? Yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah.
It's a good time. All right, so let's come up with a couple variations for the romanization real quick. We're gonna do X for tla, simplify things. For tla, I guess we could do TX, which is just like what Basque has, right? Copying that Basque vibe. We can probably keep the apostrophes for the adjectives.
That's simple enough.
And then we could either make the glottal stop, also just an apostrophe. We can make it an H. Throw
a C in there. Who cares?
C? Oh, no. Oh, God.
Actually, C Sadilla. Or Sedilla, however you pronounce it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. God damn. There's also Q. Q might be a little less cursed, but that doesn't appear in any of the vibe languages that we're looking for.
Actually, it is in Georgian.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to
not as the glottal stop. I think we should keep the glottal stop as an apostrophe. Otherwise, I will get confused and not be able to speak it.
All right. We'll keep it as a glottal stop for now. Okay. So with that, with our relatively simple phonology, we are ready to go to the word generator. All right. So what generator am I going to use today? I'm thinking Gengo. I will send you a link to this as well. Here.
Okay.
I'm going to send you a link to Gengo. This is it's a pretty good word generator, and its system is relatively easy to learn. So if you're looking at it, you see that it has like the defaults, like it's got the categories there, like it's C:, and then every consonant sound is separated with a space, and then the line is ended with a comma. The rewrites column is basically what you would use if you want to get rid of unwanted clusters. Like we could do that to get rid of all doubles and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And then the filters also does that. The filters is more broad. Like, it doesn't change it into anything. Like, rewrite is an input that turns into an output, whereas filters just gets rid of any combination in the probability that creates the words, right? So, if I got rid of all the filters that are on the current setup and hit generate, then those ones that were originally banned by being in the filters column are now allowed, and it basically increases the maximum amount of possibilities that can come out of the word generator. It tries to generate as many possible combinations as you've allowed with the presets that you put on there, and typically I like to test it out whenever I'm making like a really weird language. I try to make sure that it can at least generate more than 2,000 words, because typically the on the small end of languages, like natural languages, we're not talking Tokipona here, but generally you need 2,000 words to be able to make like a consistent dictionary. That's just like the general. It's not like the average, but a lot of linguists, I forgot what the study was, but they did a bunch of research into it. And in order for a language with dictionary capabilities to be creative, as in like you can create new concepts and think of it the way a human would, there needs to be 2,000 combinations. And that's why Tokipona was created, as a way to say like, nope, you can do it in only like 120. But just for naturalism's sake, I like to make sure that I can do at least 2,000 combinations on the generator, if that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So that's kind of like our goal. So now it's time to input our phonology on here. Basically, you can see the format, and then you basically go to your phonology chart and can copy and paste the pieces together, right? So it's easiest most of the time to just straight up write it out on the spreadsheet, so that you can take it and put it onto the generator more easily. So if you want to do the vowels, right? Because they're already nicely set out there. I'll do the consonants real quick. All right, so
Giving me easy stuff. Heck yeah.
Yeah, woo! That's Conlang Counseling for you. All right.
It's even more convenient when the non-marked vowels are already in the generator.
Yeah. I forgot about that. That's a pretty good.
Do we need the nasal thing?
No, we do not. But we are going to
Okay.
need 3 separate categories. Right? So,
Are we gonna mark them C1, C2, C3, or are we gonna use different letters?
I've never tried using like multi-character names on here, but we could try just doing C1, C2, C3.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if it doesn't work, it's pretty much an easy fix.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, why not? Alright, I'm going to... I input. Alright. We create a word list. There we go. Let's see. Alright. You got that copy and pasted?
Yeah, the C1 I got copy and pasted. So for C2, it's just the... Okay, I see.
Yeah, so C2 is going to be just those ones that I have labeled there. And then C3. I got the other ones. Just okay, that's convenient. All right. And then let's do it on both of our computers so that you know how it works. And then we'll put our list together on the spreadsheet whenever it's done and see what we got.
So is the parentheses on the doc how I would input it into Django?
Yeah, that's how you would put it. Yeah, so it'll be C1, C2, C3, and then just general C. And so yeah, we're gonna keep. I guess I might as well label that as C1 at the end, just to simplify that process a little bit. All right, so C1, C2, C3. And then we're gonna copy and paste our little selections in here onto the document.
What do I do with the filters section?
Now the filter section, get rid of everything that's in there by default, first of all, because we're not gonna need any of those. And then in there, that is where we would get rid of combinations that we don't want. So you might want to get rid of any doubles, right? So like, you like the FFs, the PPs, the TTs, all that stuff, just one at a time, kind of go in and just systematically delete as many of them as you can think of. And then if you see any that show up in the end result, we can either add that to the filter list, or we can just ignore those whenever we're making our first sentences. Yeah.
Okay, and do I need commas in between each of those doubles?
I think so. Let me open up the tab again so I can see whether it starts out with them. Yeah, you need comma and space between each of them. Yeah. All right. There's those, and then I'm going to input my toned vowels on here. Just like that. We don't need a nasal column because that don't matter. It don't matter. All right, we got those. Then I'm gonna FF, XX, M, N, LL, what else? T. Also, for the I have T as like the default. We're gonna have I have T written as like the underlying phoneme for what is it, for the TK combo, basically. So I just have the letter T in there.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, here we go. That means Fna. Yeah. Aimoi Bimovoko says that Fna is a permitted syllable. It is. Fna. Fna.
That's beautiful. I love it.
Oh, this is going to be great. Maybe that could be the name of the language.
Nah, love it.
It's actually absolutely beautiful. All right. And then I just deleted the rewrite section because we don't necessarily need any rewrites right now.
Okay.
And I'm going to set the amount of words to the max just to make sure, which is 9999. That's the most that you could do. And then it says syllable min 1, syllable max 3. That's kind of self-explanatory.
Yeah.
So I think between 1 and 3 is fine. I think that's doing just fine.
Yeah.
And then I usually like to select list because that makes it a lot easier to copy and paste it to like a Google spreadsheet. And then I like.
Does the dark circle, does that mean it's selected or unselected?
Yeah, that's kind of weird. The dark means yes, it is selected. So I also like to unselect duplicates, so it gets rid of any duplicates that would show up.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. And Brian Lovell says, "This is my first of your streams. Loving it. Hell yeah. Glad you enjoy. We're having a good time here." All right.
You're welcome.
That's right. All right. So, do you have everything ready to generate your word list? Because I think I've got everything needed to generate mine on my end.
I think something was a little messed up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think I made a mistake.
I need to put in my back parentheses. Yeah, I would have had something messed up too. All right.
There's just random capital C's all over the place.
In that case, we might need to do individual letters for the. Yeah, and instead of doing C1, C2, and C3, we might have to do like C. I don't know, F. Let's
do A, B, C.
Yeah, why not? Let's do A, B, C. Again.
When you see, it's simply 1, 2, 3.
All right, and oh, oh yeah, I gotta change it in my pattern too. You know, real big brain moments happening right now. Real big brain moments happening right now. There we go. A, B, C.
Oh, this is beautiful.
This is good. This is gonna be great. Oh, hell yeah.
I actually really like the the orthography. I think I think it looks really nice.
Oh, I do too. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, and then again, we can like whenever we put them onto our spreadsheet, we can kind of get rid of uglier ones, or I mean, we'll keep them, right? But we're just not going to choose the ugly ones, and then we'll pick our words based on more aesthetically pleasing ones.
we have hold on, where did it go? We have le snoo, and we've got the simple off. That one's a good one.
Of course.
We've got et. We've got e. Ipsle. Oh no. Okay. Ipsle. Ipsle.
Oh God.
Et. Mat. Oh.
Oh my God.
Mat. Oh.
Oh, I'm so hyped. I've got a couple examples in mind. We have e, we have we have fat. Oh God, fat. I like it. We have I. That is.
I'm very fond of the Nalik style ending lateral affricate.
Yeah. I mean, if we want to put some cases on here and stuff, we could do something like that, you know?
Yeah.
All right, so do you have it? You can copy it to your clipboard by hitting the little copy button. And then I created a second page on our spreadsheet called word list. And I'm gonna paste mine in, and then you'll paste yours in. Then we'll create a filter, and then we'll put it in alphabetical order, and there we'll go from there. So yeah, scroll down onto line 7,500 whatever. There you go, and then paste yours in.
Oh, I just pasted mine at the beginning.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, then I'll put mine down at the bottom.
I only had it was like 987 words, I think.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Okay, because I got mine to 7,000.
Well, I only did mine to 999 because I wanted my computer to be able to handle it.
Oh, I see. Okay, then we're probably good. We're good then, because we have thousands of other words to choose from. All right, so I'm going to then... Oh, I just ZZZ'd in there. Okay, we're going to create filters here. All right, it's time to...
I actually really like the word umpu. Umpu is a good word.
Where's that one at?
It's line 1008.
Oh, that's why I'm not seeing it yet. I'll look at that whenever I put the
Oh God, and the one right before it. Let me try and pronounce that. Tot tot okay, tot I keep adding a nasal, it's not there. Tot Wow, that's very difficult to pronounce, the NL.
Oh God, we have oh, this is an interesting one. Word 10 is alt. Oh God. Alt?
Hold on.
Alt,
word 10?
Yeah, word 10. Alt paf.
Okay. Alt af. Yeah, I'm not too sure about that one.
again, that we know we're gonna pick and choose, you know, which words to purposefully yoink. You know, there's a lot of possibilities in the English phonotactics that aren't words, because our ancestors were smart enough to yeet them from existence before it could become a thing. So
yeah,
exactly.
I guess the Georgian people did not have that same filter.
Oh my God. Oh no. So, I muy bimavoco saw a glottal stop and then ejective T cluster in there somewhere. Oh no. Oh, Jatomi, I'm glad you're enjoying it too. Hell yeah. Oh boy, it would be cool if the T to K phoneme was written as T and K put together. Ooh, that would be an interesting look. That would be an interesting look, but I don't know. I don't know.
You could do a custom, and it's like the T, but there's also a line coming off from the middle, so it's like a K
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah. There's also the for the ha phoneme in Autojune. I originally had that romanized with the K, but like on the lower arm of the lowercase k, there's just a slash going through it, and that kind of looks like, you know, a K with a little T stuck on the end. You know, like that could work.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That would ruin our beautiful orthography that we already have.
It really would. It's so smooth. It's such a smooth orthography what we have right now.
Likmlul. Likmlul.
Don't forget oil.
Who could forget such classics such as mat? Oh?
Don't forget the 2-syllable word oe.
Oh?
Eot.
Etua. Etua.
Nilhutlal. That's a pretty cool one, actually.
Which one?
63. Nilhutl. Oh god. Nilhutlal.
Nilhutlal.
Yeah.
That is a good one. I actually really like that.
Nilhutlal. That's pretty cool. Maybe that could be the name of the language. Well, what was the other one that was up here earlier? That was Kfna.
Nah. Yeah, nah. We could just use both words, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Make it mean something, and then it works.
Yeah, I'm gonna put both on the top of the first page. I'm gonna have Nilhutlal and Tfna. There you go. Tfna Nilhutlal. Nilhutlal. That's a pretty good one. And Gemsy wants a competition on Discord to pronounce these as well.
Every single one, all 2,000 of them.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's go.
Whoever can read out all like 7,659 of them first wins.
What do they win?
Pain. They win pain. That's what they win.
I was gonna say like a pair of socks.
Yeah, I am getting a PO box like for the Curse Conlang competition. I'm getting a PO box. I'm actually going to get it like officialized tomorrow, so you know, so I can like send out the prizes to the winners of the Curse Conlang competition. So yeah, if anyone wants a pair of socks, oh my god. Yeah. Oh yeah, time to get started for sure. Alright, so now, before we make our first sentences, would you like to do the Conlang speedrun method of pulling a Swadesh list off of Wikipedia or off of Wiktionary or whatever, and slapping that onto this list of the first 100 to make our lives a little easier?
Yeah, we can do that.
Alright, so...
let me open it up.
Yeah. So, I'm pretty sure you just go to Wiktionary, and then on Wiktionary, if you type in like Swadesh lists or something, it'll take you to a list of Swadesh lists. Yes, the page called Swadesh list takes you to Appendix Swadesh lists, and on the Wiktionary page, Appendix Swadesh lists, you then have a big old selection of languages to choose from. Now, should we choose one of our chosen languages, like Navajo, Georgian, any of those to include on here. Well,
grammatically, like how we're going to structure the actual functions of the language, do you have any ideas on where we want to go with that? Like, are we going to lean more into the European side of things, the Austronesian side of things, the Native American side of things?
Now, it might be funny to have like all these very non-European features, but then have like more European aspects of the grammar. That might be entertaining. Maybe with like a little bit of Austronesian aspects to it.
Yeah.
Right. So like maybe we could incorporate like the Austronesian alignment or something, or just like make our verbs otherwise like a more ergative absolutive system than nominative accusative or something like that. But I think there should be like articles and prepositions. We could do a couple cases, but I'm thinking not a huge amount of cases. I'm thinking just like
keep things relatively simple in that aspect.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's kind of like my my thought so far, but of course we could change it as time goes on.
Right.
Yeah. So, should we choose a European language SWOT hash list to start off?
Yeah. I think that should work.
I wonder if Swiss German is in here.
Just bringing it full circle.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got in here. Let's see. We have Fiji. There's okay. They got German. I don't know if they got Swiss German specifically, but German's a good place to start. So I'm clicking on the German SWOT hash list. I see. Okay. There we go. Alright, so as you can see, the SWOT hash list includes 207 words that are considered quite common in the language, if not the most common, or at least the most vital in the language, according to the SWOT hash method, which I learned the whole process of when I was doing my linguistics degree, and I don't feel like explaining the whole thing right now. So I'm just gonna copy and paste it onto a different sheet because it comes with like 4 different columns, and I'm going to then take. I don't know why that one got all edited out that way. There we go. All right, and I'm gonna take all of y'all. All 207 of you. I'm gonna copy you, and then I'm gonna go straight up to the beginning, and I'm gonna paste you without any links. There we go. And then I don't know if we want the word here to actually be but it's definitely a good start. So look at that. Like
we can make edits as needed, obviously.
Yeah, like we can just kind of shrink this one down. You know, we can make here just off. You know, instead of all those things. And there you go, nice and simplified. So I think a lot of these look pretty cool. The pronouns, we could probably simplify a couple of them. I don't think we want the second person singular pronoun to be 2 syllables. You know, we might want to shrink that down to 1 syllable, right? We could probably just boop, make it pure, just like that.
Pure.
Yeah, pure.
Like that.
That's a pretty good
one. And then we got lie.
Yeah, lie. Yeah, lie. That's a nice one for I like that. And then fi for he, she, and it. That's a little too long. Maybe get rid of the glottal stop and make it just fi, or even get rid of the and make it mfi.
Yeah, we can do that. I like mfi.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, and then we, and sha. Okay. And then you plural is ui. I like that.
Ooh. Yeah.
Ui. Because remember, it's a high tone and then a low tone, like 2 syllables, So it's ooey.
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 Ooey, Rick. I don't know about this conlang here.
Shut up, Morty. It's the best conlang ever.
It's a combination. It's a graceful combination of Georgian, Hawaiian, and Navajo. You know, ooh, best language out there. You know, there's an entire universe where they only speak this language.
It's got hints of Basque as well.
I don't know, Rick. This seems really impractical. Shut up, Morty. Oh God. I'm sure Hmong, Tocharian B, Zazaki, Gilau, Lingala, Hittite, Ojibwe, Wutunhua, Wenzhou, and are very well known. Oh, you're talking about the Swadesh lists, aren't you? Oh my God. Jesse, we need to conlang.
Jesse, we need to conlang. Yo, Mr. White, I don't know nothing about conlanging. Walter, you gotta conlang, Walter. Gus is enforcing the rule here. You gotta conlang, Walter.
Walter, pull out your sound change applier, Walter.
Mike, no. Mike, please. I have a wife and kids.
You don't understand. I made my own sound change applier. It's on nga.org/SCA++. It's the best one yet.
Mike, just listen to this. Listen to this. You're telling me you don't like the word mat? Oh?
I'm just telling you, Mr. White, it doesn't seem like a very practical word to be the second person singular pronoun. I think we need to reconsider. God damn it. Oh, hey, Jesus is here. Hey, Jesus.
Hey, Jesus, been a while.
Hey, yo. Let's see. Oh my God. All right, so now we have 207 words at our disposal. 207 beautiful, beautiful, sexy words. And now we're going to probably need to make some more. First, however, let us create some basic grammatical ideas that we're going to follow. Now, we don't have much time left, but let us make it happen. So we mentioned, right? We mentioned more like a more European centered grammar in general, but with hints of like Austronesian elements, right? So, what are you thinking for articles and stuff like the, that, those? Do you think we should have distinctions for all of them?
I think we could keep it very simple, like maybe just the, and then the plural the.
Yeah, and then context could handle the rest.
Yeah.
That is totally fair. All right, I'm actually going to let's put that up here, the, and then we'll put that for singular. Then we'll have the plural. Now, this will be our article, singular article. Oh, I didn't mean to delete that whole thing, but whatever. There we go. All right, so there's our article. And let me make an extra line of space down there for it. Now, also, since we are including singular and plural in the articles, shall we create distinctions within each individual word themselves between singular and plural? Like, should we have a pluralization suffix or prefix? Or should we require it that every noun has to begin with one of these articles, which will then, do the distinguishing for us?
Yeah, I think the latter option would kind of fit what we're going for.
I also generally agree. All right, then we might as well just make those two words right now. Let us consult. I mean, we're gonna want them to be nice and simple. Probably also ending with a vowel so that it'll be easily compatible with the words that follow it.
Well, for the Swadesh list that we copied, the word "this" is literally just "eh." So.
Oh, really? Oh, that's convenient.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then we'll make the "eh," right? And then plural. What should we make the plural form? Is there a "these" on here?
There is a that.
Well, what is that? Is it a simple one?
That is Edouard.
Maybe a simplified version of that. If you can compress that into a one-syllable word, then paste it in the doc over here on the on the little micro table that I created on the first page.
What do we think of just ta, like T-A high tone?
That's probably fine. Yeah, why not? Just
all right.
E and ta. That sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah.
That sounds like a vibe, like a vibe.
Let me just copy it right over there.
Yeah.
It's on sheet 1.
Yep. It's to the right of like the vowels.
Oh, I see. Okay. There we go.
There we go. It's beautiful. Okay. I like this. Now, cases. If we are inspired a little bit by Hawaiian, which uses one of the several forms of Austronesian alignments, which is basically just a way of like meshing together the concept of topic marking and ergative absolutive. I don't know how much you know about those subjects.
Absolutely nothing.
Okay. Do you know how to distinguish ergative absolutive from nominative accusative?
I used to, but I'm very out of practice, so.
Okay. So, how do I explain this? Like I know how it works, but it's always an interesting time trying to explain how it works. Artifexian did a really good job of it. Basically, oh god.
And it's funny because I know I've watched that video like 5 times.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Ooh, slight sidetrack, but you could do an alphonic thing where vowels before glottal stops are moved slightly to schwa. Oh god. I mean that would be a pretty interesting thing. It makes sense. It makes total sense.
Yes, it does make sense.
I'm gonna copy and paste that and put it in here, like off to the side, so we could think about that later. Oh, that turned into a big block of blank white text because it was. There we go. So essentially, with nominative accusative, you are choosing a subject and an object of the sentence that doesn't necessarily pertain to like who's committing the action and who's receiving it. It doesn't have to. In English it does, but not in all languages. Whereas in ergative absolutive, you're creating a specific agent and patient, and agent can be thought of as like our equivalent of subject, and patient can be thought of as our equivalent of object. It's just another way of saying it to slightly distinguish the two concepts, because in ergative absolutive alignments, you generally, again, how do I describe this? In ergative absolutive alignments, you are aligning the verb with the patient and making the agent unconnected to the verb. Like if you were conjugating a verb like in Spanish is nominative accusative most of the time. They haven't Spanish has a, what do they call it? Like an anti-ergative but that's beside the point. Spanish is normally nominative accusative, and and you conjugate the verb for the number and tense associated with the subject, whereas in ergative absolutive you're essentially associating the verb with the patient, the recipient of the action. The recipient gets the conjugation, it gets the focus of the sentence more than the person doing the action.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I get you.
It's really not that hard. It's just really hard to explain verbally.
No, I get you.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
But yeah, that kind of cleared it up for me.
Yeah.
I think we could definitely go the ergative direction.
Yeah, sure.
For uniqueness sake.
Exactamente. All right. So we'll do an ergative, an absolutive. Do you want to do like a couple other basic ones, like a dative, genitive, and locative, like a couple more, and then the rest can
I think those three are usually what I go for, so I think those are a good choice.
Yeah, let's do that. Genitive, dative, and locative, and then the rest can be handled with various prepositions and stuff. Right?
Yeah.
Now, so with these, how shall we connect them to the words? Should we make them suffixes? Should we make them prefixes? Infixes?
No, not the infixes.
Yeah, well, let's not do infixes because we gotta finish up soon, and that would take way too long to figure out.
Yeah. Well, okay, it kind of depends. Usually I associate either prefix or suffixes with where you put an adjective when it's describing a noun. Like in Spanish, it's different. Like you put the adjective after the noun. But like if that's the case in a conlang I'm making, I usually go the suffix route. While if I put the adjective before the noun, then I usually go the prefix route.
I see. Okay, well, now, I'm not sure how adjective placement goes in Hawaiian. I know in Navajo, it can vary, like, pretty much randomly because of the way Navajo grammar works, but a lot of the time it ends up going before the noun. And in Georgian, it probably just all agglutinates together. I'm not 100% sure how that works either.
Yeah, probably.
So, it might benefit us doing them as prefixes for this.
Yeah, I think we can do that for sure.
Yeah. We could even have the prefixes attached to the articles if we wanted to. You know? Like we could have the case. Yeah, the case could be in the article, right? So like A could turn
especially that would be convenient since we're making it mandatory to have an article.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to assume in this situation that absolutive is the default because absolutive actually no. Let me think of it. Let me think. Yes. Absolutive should probably get these default markings because absolutive is what will take the conjugation with the verb. It'll be the most common one in ergative absolutive alignment. So if we take that and slap that right here, now we can create prefixes on these basic articles, right? And then those can mark them for the other cases. So, basically. So, if we wanted, like, ergative, could be, like, le, and then leta, or something, to make it ergative instead of absolutive. And then I don't know what you're thinking for the other three options.
We could definitely have one with the lateral fricative or the affricate.
Okay.
Because that's gonna That's going to be a semi-common addition based on the words that the generator came up with.
That makes sense. So maybe locative. Maybe locative could be like tle and tleta.
Yeah.
Tleta.
Tleta.
Yeah, tleta.
Tleta.
That sounds pretty cool. Sounds like a vibe to me. All right, and then.
Oh God, I'm still trying to. Like, I think it's awesome, but I'm trying to get over the fact that tla is an X.
I love it. I love it so much. Tla.
It's so unique. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. I think it makes the aesthetic of this like top notch content, right? All right. So now we have genitive and dative to put prefixes on. Yeah, what are you thinking for those?
I think it'd be funny to use the TK allophony.
Okay.
For maybe, I think to keep it simple for probably the genitive, because that's probably more common than dative.
Okay. I'll go for that. There we go. Tita. Or kika.
Kika?
Kika.
That's so cursed. I love it.
All right.
And for dative, let's do P affricate, or not affricate, P adjective.
Okay, so pe.
Peta.
Pe and peta. All right. Looks good to me. And then if we might want to make like one or two of them irregular somehow. Like altering the vowel in one of them or something. Like maybe teta can become like tita or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, why not? Tita. And I mean, honestly,
what if we just made the dative singular, just
just blank. Oh my god. That would be very cursed.
We could also just make it to where maybe one of them instead of having its own distinct beginning phoneme for the prefix, like instead of going te, you just go eh. Like it's just the same. Because I know that some languages have they don't distinct between different cases in certain cases.
Yeah, that's always a fun irregularity to put in there too. Which one were you thinking of doing that to?
Definitely not ergative. That'd be too complicated.
That might
what
be...
is locative? What is locative again?
Locative it can be broad or it can be narrow. If you think of it narrowly, it just means at. But if you think of it broadly, it can mean like to a location, at a location, on a location.
Okay.
It's all about
I remember
being on a place. Yeah.
I think I'd like to keep that one unique. Yeah. Maybe just go genitive is the same as absolutive for the singular.
Okay. Yeah, we could do that. Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Exactly. If you do that to the genitive, you get the plural distinguished by only the vowel, which would be ni. Let me see. Wait. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. Oh, wait, I double see what you mean. So I muy bimvocos, I think what they're recommending is as like another irregular, as like making the only basically turning the genitive's consonant here into pa, so that the only difference between the genitive and the dative in like the plural in this situation would be
beautiful.
would be
Genitive is
either
just a
say-
stealer, dude.
Yeah.
They're just stealing.
Exactly. Maybe genitive came into existence, later than the others or something, and it caused caused some chaos. All right. Well, that looks pretty cool to me. Yeah, I'm going to write adjectives come before nouns. And you can tell that it's a noun because it doesn't have an article on it. Well, you can tell that it is an adjective if there's no article on it. Oh, I see what you mean. But I kind of like the end result that we came up with over here. Inuit, Chinese, Japanese, and Tibetan, with features exaggerated so much that they become a hodgepodge of different styles and phonemes, and the avatar just knows what they're saying. It's like the avatar world's like spirit world language. that would be pretty good.
That's beautiful.
That would actually be pretty entertaining to try out sometime. All right. Oh God. You guys could also decide on the headedness of the lang, which would answer where to put all the affixes, etc. I mean, I think we kind of figured that out from what we just did with like the cases and all that. Kind of. We'll think about it. Again, we got to get going in a second. I do want to create like one basic sentence. We could do a follow-up stream to this, and do more development on it sometime soon if you want.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because I think there's a ton of other stuff we could do with this. But let's let's halt off on like the big crazy parts for now, and let's like create a nice like basic couple of sentences, and then we'll call it for a night, and then we'll do more crazy stuff next time.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So let's see. A nice happy little sentence. I mean, in the speed run, I have like that Declaration of Human Rights, like the all people are born with the blah 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 blah, which would be really easy to do in ergative absolutive. So I could pull that up real quick if you want.
I've actually never translated that sentence.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a fun one. It's a good way to get some basics worked out. Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Where is the beginning text? Come on. Tell me. You know what? I have it in the speedrun document. I'm just going to go to the speedrun document by going to nga.org. That's right. nga.org, the best website ever to exist.
What about zp.thecomicseries.com, man?
You know what? We got some more submissions on the Conlang speedrun recently. Let's see, where is the document? The sentence. Give it to me. There it is. All right. It's actually 2 sentences, but whatever. So there's the text right there. And then we can paraphrase. We can do all kinds of stuff. I'm gonna enter. And then I'm gonna enter again. There you go. So all we have to do is create a basic bare bones structure out of this, and then we're gonna call it good for tonight.
Cool.
A nice little sentence to butcher. All right, see you, Jatomi. We're almost done over here anyway. We just gotta finish this up, or at least one part of this. We could do the first sentence for now if it gets too complicated.
Yeah.
So, all human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. Right? Now, if you want to look through our dictionary and see, and basically kind of go one by one to find these words, not all of them are going to be in there, in which case you go and select a random one. Like if there's no word for all or every in there, then
the word for all is ach. Ach.
Nice. I like the sound of that. All right.
You want me to copy each of them in?
Yes. Put it in the this line that I have highlighted, like down below, because I'm making a gloss right here that I'm going to write out the proper word order here. Okay. Why don't we say that they are, let's see, all humans.
Oofepa.
Exactly.
Oofepa.
Ak. I love the TX. All humans be born free and equal. Rights. Dignity and rights. There we go. Now we have this.
Does this Swadesh list have verbs in it?
Sometimes it does, but I think most of the time it's like nouns and basic particles. So like sometimes it'll have like is and have in there, but usually it tries.
There's actually a lot of verbs on here.
Oh, really?
But they're
Nice.
Yeah, it's like a solid 40 or so.
Oh, cool. Well, that's convenient.
It does not have born though, like to be born, to birth.
So you might as well choose one that that would be a good one for be born. All right, so all humans. Now, humans, will that be in ergative or absolutive in this situation? They are born free. I'm going to slightly rephrase this to be more grammatical. We're going to say they are born with freedom and equality of dignity and rights, right? Because that'll make more sense in this language. I'm going to place humans. All right, wait. Gotta think of this in my head here. They are born. That means they will be absolutive in this situation, right? Okay, absolutive, be born with freedom, and the equality of dignity and rights. We can get rid of the word of, and we can make. Oh wait, absolutive. They're prefixes, not suffixes. Got to write that gloss correctly. All right, gen, and then another gen. All right, you seeing how this gloss is kind of coming together here?
Yeah.
Yeah, so born with freedom and equality, and those will be... Now, what would those be with? They are born, state with. Those might also be best served absolutive or just blank, since they're concepts.
I'm going to take some creative liberties here and make the word for freedom synonymous with the word for bird.
I like it. Go for it.
Purely as an Attack on Titan reference.
Oh my god, of course. Alright, I'm going to add...
And the word is Ellen.
Okay, that's too good. That's beautiful. Oh my god. Absolutely amazing. All right. Eta ufepa pitlopu. Oh, that's pretty cool. all humans are born as birds, then they go through metamorphosis. Oh my god. Lemao.
What have I done?
What have you done? Alright.
Be worthy.
Alright, I'm gonna create a couple prepositions and particles down below the cases here. We need a with. We'll organize this table later on, but we got a with, we got an and, actually, just a lot of withs and ands. Yeah, that's all we need, with and and. That's actually really easy. With. I think I might make if. How about just a rising tone all?
What's up?
I think with can be just a rising tone all.
All?
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Why not? And then and, I feel like should have a consonant in it. Let's see which one. Ooh, I have an idea. How about... Oh, that's good. I like that. I like that right there. Ach. That'll be and. Ach.
Nice.
And then I'll put like I'll put a parentheses with an occasional extra A on it in case it creates any really awful consonant clusters that a native speaker wouldn't want to do. So it'll be either ach or acha.
Do you want me to just create a new word for equality or derive it somehow?
If you want to make a good derivation for it, you can, but you could also just craft it out of the ether. Why not?
What do you think? What do you think equality is related to?
If freedom is a bird, equality maybe could be related to like the ocean, because the ocean is flat.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Oh my god. There's 3,107 letter O's in this document.
Oh god. You know, that doesn't entirely surprise me.
Oh my god, the word for C that we generated is a upo. It's XLK adjective UP adjective O.
Oh no.
So I'm gonna get rid of that L.
Yeah, why not? Simplify that a little bit. Just a little bit.
So it turns into upo. Wait, no. Upo.
I mean, I could accept that. Why not?
It's not too complicated. It's
fine.
There's 2 adjectives in there and a weird consonant cluster, but I mean, it works.
Yeah, why not? To be born. Yeah, go for it. Put that in there.
And I think I'm just gonna create a new word for dignity.
Yeah, go for it. Alright, and now we're adding that in. And I am going to make this the 2-syllable and. So that will be... So far we have... Pitlopu. There we go. Pitlopu o elen. Atlaskopo. Okay, that sounds pretty cool.
Okay. Ach, eta, ufepa, pitlopu, o, elen. Ellen.
Ellen.
All I imagine is Mikasa going, Eren.
Ellen. Oh my god. Mikasa.
Ellen. Mikasa, we have to make a conlang or the Titans are gonna get us.
It's the Super Titan. Like,
oh my god. Eren turned into the Conlang Titan.
we're dead.
He just starts speaking this language. He's just like, Ak, eta, ufepa, piklopu, oh, Ellen, oh, inom. Okay, and rights.
Yes. And then the word and will be in there. Oh,
okay,
wait, I need a genitive there.
Lefmo? You like the word lefmo?
Yeah, sure.
LFMO?
Yeah. Okay.
Lefmo.
All right, insert it in, and then we got our first sentence.
Lefmo, right. Well, are we gonna put the plural genitive thing there?
Yes, we are.
That is ita.
Ita. As opposed to eta.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, there's a distinct difference there.
Obviously. All right. So it'll be atla, ita, lfmo. There we go. All right. Well, there's a sentence right there, and we'll do the other ones next time because I gotta
Yes.
get something from the store for my girlfriend for Enya Shui. But yeah, so there we go. The beginning of our beautiful language. Atleta fepa pitlopu o elen o atkapalfmo. I think that's a vibe. I think that's quite a vibe.
Yeah, honestly, it doesn't sound that bad when I hear you say it.
I've got a lot of experience saying really painful phonologies.
Yes, you do.
This is easy mode in comparison.
Yeah, these are rookie numbers right here.
God. But yeah, no, I genuinely think this is a really cool language so far. This is coming out really nice. Yeah. So again, we'll do a follow-up live stream to do more grammatical things to it, because there's a lot of cool grammatical stuff and maybe some allophone stuff that we could do to it too. So that should be tasty. And any last words to cap off the occasion?
I just want to say thank you for this opportunity. I had a great time. Excuse me. But no, yeah. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, totally. Again, we will do it again, and thank you for being a matron on the patreon.com/nga. If any of you viewers would like to join us on our
you guys better go be nations right now.
Yeah, do it. I dare you. I challenge
We're peer
you.
pressuring.
Yeah, peer pressure. Come on. Like what? What you're gonna get?
We're not your peers. We're not your peers because we're better. Because we actually like he's the Lord Nga, obviously, and I'm a matron, so I'm obviously better than all of you already. So if you want to be better than everybody else, just subscribe to the matron right now.
Exactly. You could be a casual peasant and get like half of a Starbucks coffee, or you could convert half of that Starbucks coffee into being a matron, and then boom, you're epic gamer supreme Rick Sanchez brain, like you're out there.
The choice is clear.
You're among the true intellectuals. Be an intellectual among us and become a matron.
Yes.
God. Okay. Okay.
But that's all.
That's all. Alien Overlord says, "Lol, say no more." Got him. Yep. All right. I believe in you all. All right. Good stream, everyone. Good stream, everyone. GG. I will see you all next time. I probably will have a video coming out on Sunday unless I just jinx myself. So there you go, you sussy bakas. Good night.